Alright, good afternoon everyone. I welcome you to your favorite show on TV, 15 Minutes with the Pastors. My name is Kel Everest. Well, today on the show, we bring you another feature of your favorite show on TV, 15 Minutes with the Pastors. Today we shift from talking to our pastors to bringing you their words and their churches. But before we continue on the show, I would like us to go on a commercial break. When we come back from this break, we'll find out who is on this list. Don't forget that this show is brought to you by TV Express, supported by Noah House of Prayer, Joy House Hotel, and Heaven Media International. See you after the break.
My name is Bolanle Oluchi, and you're watching The Pastor.
The Pastors.
This is a show that brings you up close and personal with pastors. I'm still your host, Kel Everest, and this is The Pastors. I'm your host Kel Everest, and this is 15 Minutes with the Pastors. Well, today on the show we bring you another exciting edition of the program. Today we shift from talking to our pastors to bringing you their word and their churches. Well, entering the 2019, Forbes has released the list of top 10 richest pastors in the world, with the founder and general overseer of Living Faith Church, Bishop David Oyedepo, leading the other pastors of the world. Here are the top list of the richest pastors in the world. Okay, starting from pastor number 10. Pastor number 10 has to do with Pastor Joseph Prince. Pastor Joseph Prince is the founder and general overseer of New Creation Church of God. Well, Pastor Joseph Prince worth $5 million. Wow, it's a whole lot of money. Pastor Prince is a native of Malaysia. He worth $5 million. That is for pastor number 10. Now moving on to pastor number 9. Pastor number 9 has to do with Pastor TB Joshua. Pastor TB Joshua is the founder and general overseer of Synagogue Church of All Nations. Pastor TB Joshua is primarily preaching from his hometown, Lagos, Nigeria. Pastor TB Joshua has a history of sending anointed water to thousands of individuals all around the world. Well, Pastor TB Joshua worth $10 million. That is for Pastor TB Joshua. He's a Nigerian. He worth $10 million. Wow, it's a whole lot of money as well. Okay, moving on to pastor number 8. Pastor number 8 has to do with Pastor Billy Graham. Pastor Billy Graham is one of the well-known and long-lived pastors on the planet. Well, Pastor Billy Graham worth $25 million. That is for pastor number 8. All right, moving on now to pastor number 7. Pastor number 7 is Pastor Kenneth Copeland. Pastor Kenneth Copeland also worth $25 million. Wow, Pastor Kenneth Copeland is known as a pastor that teaches prosperity and abundance. Well, Pastor Kenneth Copeland worth $25 million. Well, that is for pastor number 7. Well, before I bring you pastor number 6, I would like us to go on a commercial break. When we come back from this break, we'll find out who pastor number 6 is. See you after the break. Don't forget that this show is brought to you by TV Express, supported by Noah House of Prayer, Joy House Hotel, and Heaven Media International. See you after the break.
Hey! The arms of flesh will fail, but God can never fail. Lord, I put my life in your hands, oh Lord. To men will turn against, but you can never fail. You are the same yesterday, today, forever. You are the same yesterday, today, forever.
I depend
win. Put your trust in Jesus, oh, He can never turn you down. Put your life in His hands. You are saved and cannot die. Put your life in His hands. You are saved and cannot die. You can never, never die. Lord, I depend on you. I depend on you, Lord. I depend on you. I depend on you, Lord. Everybody can know, I depend on you, Lord. I depend on you. I depend on you, Lord. You take my sins away. I depend on you, Lord. I depend on you. I depend on you, Lord. From zero to hero, I depend on you, Lord. I depend on you. I depend on you, Lord. Here my flesh will fail. Lord, I depend on you. I depend on you. Lord, I rely on my life is in your hands. Everything I have belongs to you, my Father, my friend. The God has come with fire. Hey, Lord, I depend on you. I depend on you. Lord, I depend on you. Ilababa kete brana shaka. Oh, everybody can I depend on you. I depend on you, Lord. My shame remover, I depend on you, Lord. I depend on you. You take away my pain. You take away my shame. Zero to hero. I depend on you, Lord. I depend on you. I depend on you, Lord. No one else but you. I depend on you.
Okay. Welcome back to the show. I hope you are enjoying yourself. It's still me, your host, Kelly Everest, and this is 15 Minutes with the Pastors. I hope you are enjoying your show. I hope you did enjoy that musical video. Well, that musical video is coming from Joyce Solomon, and the title of the song is I Depend on You. Well, we welcome you back to the show. Now, moving on to pastor number 6. Pastor number 6 has to do with Creflo Dollar. Creflo Dollar, you probably know him. He's a well-known pastor as well. Creflo Dollar has Pastor Creflo Dollar worth $27 million. Wow, $27 million. It's a whole lot of money. Pastor Creflo Dollar worth $27 million. Well, that is for pastor number 6. Now, moving on to pastor number 5. Pastor number 5 has to do with A.E. Adeboye. Wow, pastor number 5 has to do with A.E. Adeboye. He worth $39 million. Well, Nigerians are rich anyway when it comes to in the gospel industry. $39 million. It's not a small money. Well, pastor number 5, A.E. Adeboye. Alright, moving on now to pastor number 4. Pastor number 4 is Pastor Benny Hinn. Pastor Benny Hinn worth $42 million. Wow, that is for Pastor Benny Hinn, $42 million. Pastor Benny Hinn is perhaps the most openly controversial of any American televangelist. Wow, publicly claiming a gospel that empowers faith. Wow, that is for Pastor Benny Hinn. He worth $42 million. That's a whole lot of money. Pastor Benny Hinn, $42 million. Okay, now moving on to pastor number 3. Pastor number 3 is Pastor Chris Oyakhilome. Pastor Chris Oyakhilome worth $50 million. Pastor Chris Oyakhilome is the founder and general overseer of Believers Love World International. Pastor Chris Oyakhilome is preaching from Lagos, Nigeria. Well, Pastor Chris Oyakhilome worth $50 million. That is for pastor number 3. Now, okay, now moving on to pastor number 2. Pastor number 2 is Bishop T.D. Jakes. Bishop T.D. Jakes worth $147 million. Pastor T.D. Jakes is an American. He has been seen with President Bush and then President Obama during the morning service sometime in 2003. Pastor T.D. Jakes worth $147 million. That is for pastor number 2. Now moving on to pastor number 1. Pastor number 1 after this time out.
After all this time, you know I've always been there. After all this time, you know I've always been there. When the rain is gone and the sun is up, remember me, remember me. When
pastors. This is a show that brings you up close and personal with pastors. I'm still your host, Kel Everest, and this is the pastors.
Okay, welcome back to the show. I'm still your host, Kel Everest, and this is 15 Minutes with the Pastors. Don't forget that this show is brought to you by TV Express, supported by Moa House of Prayer, Joy House Hotel, and Heaven Media International. Well, now moving on to pastor number one. Pastor number one has to do with a Nigerian. Wow, that's a great one. Pastor number one is Bishop David Onyedeko. Wow, that's a very anointed man of God. Pastor Bishop David Onyedeko worth $150 million. Wow, did you hear that? $150 million. A pastor, $150 million. Well, that is for pastor number one. I believe you are enjoying the show. Pastor number one, Bishop David Onyedeko, $150 million. Well, this is all we have for you today. I believe you are enjoying the show. Thank you for investing your time with us today. Thank you for being there for us. We'll see you same time next week. See you. Bye for now.